Hello everybody, it's Mindy, and you can tell what I have in front of me, right? Here it is, this lovely, lovely, beautiful, beautiful painting I've been waiting to get my hands on. These flowers down here are going to be so fun, and these flowers over here, I love doing flowers. Anyhow, it's that time, folks. It's that time. This is going to be a dual purpose video. This is going to be my whip and chat, but it's also going to be the announcement video for the chuck-along. So I think I've got all my information in my head, ready to talk about it. I'm going to go over event stuff first. We'll talk about smashing the specials a little bit, and then chuck-along, and then we'll get to the whip and chat portion, and I'll talk about my crazy week. Okay. So yeah, isn't it gorgeous? I mean, yes, I am neglecting the chuck-along painting from last time. It's just in there on the bed still, but you know, I had to do it. I had to do it. This is absolutely stunning. So anyhow, I'm going to put this over on the counter. I'm so excited to get started with it. I could start today, but I won't. I won't. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in here, and I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to work on kitting this up while I talk. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. See how much of this I can get done. I don't know. You know, whip and chats are usually a little longer than an announcement video, so I might get a lot of it done. Who knows? I pulled out my tool kit. You know, I always leave the tool kits right in the painting until I work on it. And I love the cover minder that goes with it. So I'm going to keep this cover minder handy. It's this pretty little rose. I'm going to keep it handy so I can use it. Put it right there with my my Twizzlers. Right there with my Twizzlers. Do you ever call them scissors? I mean, people do that sometimes. We're talking away really fast and just calling them scissors. All right. Let's make some noise first of all. Get it all out of here. Here's my big trash bag. I'll set that over there and use it for trash, right? Oh, it's so pretty. I do like the fact that it is a little smaller. It's 87 by 65. I mean, not that I'm going to finish it, but, you know, gives me the illusion that it's a little easier to do. The illusion. All right. So let me get some drills ready before I start talking about it. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Let me find my strip that's like, they're all mixed up. That's the thing with Diamond Art Club. They're always mixed up. They're hard to find, you know, what you want. I suppose you could just always, you know, do whatever color you have. I might try that this time. Let's try that this time. I don't know. I don't know if it will work. We're just going to go with what we have here in our hand. Yeah, why not? Of course, then putting them back in the container is going to be a pain in the you know what. Oh. Okay. I'm just going to go with it. Why not? Okay. So I'm going to start right here in the middle here with 436 because that's what I have in my hand. Oh, boy. All right. We're going to do it different, too. I'm going to put the label on, and then I'm going to open up the drills. Sorry, I'm joking. All right, well, smashing the specials, we are finishing up. We are finishing that up. I think there are like, what is today, the 22nd? I think I figured there's like 10 days left, 9 days, 10 days, something like that, to finish up the last week of smashing the specials, right? So, yeah, people are doing a lot of special drill paintings and fun little projects. I've gotten quite a few done. I just finished one before I started this. As a matter of fact, I wanted to make sure it was done before I see, where am I going to put these now? How am I going to do this? I don't know. I'm not going to do that one yet. He's too far down the line, way too far down the line. Let's do this one. He's 437. Yeah, we'll do him. All right. I had to do some modifications because it wasn't working. I had some drills, round drills that were supposed to go all the way around 2 circles, and they were just too big. They were supposed to go right next to each other, and they weren't fitting. So I had to modify. I had to find some smaller drills I could put in every once in a while and make some room, and it worked. I mean, it worked, and it's pretty. I like what I came up with. I'll show it to you when I show you all of my paintings for Smashing the Specials. I'll do a big reveal and show you everything I worked on. I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't have them all over in one corner. I knew they were going to do that. Wasn't too bad, though, just a couple. A couple escaped. But it turned out nice. Anyhow, that's my point. It turned out just fine. Sometimes you have to make things, make do. You know what I mean? You make do. That's a pretty color. Pretty color. Pretty color. Looking for low numbers if I can find them. Let's grab this one. 119. That's an AB too. We'll do him. So anyhow, we're in week 4. We did announce week 3's winner. I've not heard from week 3's winner yet. So that was Georgia. I don't remember. Prowling. Georgia, if you're out there, let us know because you won a prize. And if I don't hear from Georgia in, the next few days or so, I think I'm just gonna maybe pull a different winner, I guess. I don't know. So there's that. But anyhow, post your pictures, your fun little projects, your keychains, all that stuff you've been working on in week 4. Smashing the Specials in the Facebook group Diamond Moments and Krafts. We got a few days left. Got about a week left. You can get some stuff done in a week. Do some damage. Do some damage, right? Get some stuff done. And we have a grand prize. So it's interesting. We'll have a week 4 winner, and they're kind of alternating. We're doing crystal canvas art and then T-Mod DP with sparklers. And then the grand prize is from crystal canvas art. So that's a nice prize. I think you get to choose whatever you would like, a painting or whatnot from their website, I believe is what the grand prize is, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that is correct. So you want to have a chance at that? Post, right? Post your paintings. Post your paintings. I'm going to do this whole strip right here. They're all lower numbers. Cool. All lower numbers. Except for 938. He's kind of big. We'll skip him. So sometimes I think we have done both weeks so far. We have announced in my live on Saturday night. And that just seems to work because Brandy gets the spreadsheet done on Saturdays. And she was going to go live last Saturday, but she wasn't feeling good. So I just did it and gave away that prize. So Georgia, if you're out there, let me know, please. You get a DP with sparklers gift card. All right. I guess that's all I have to say about that. Okay. Let's move on to Chuck. Chuck along. Chuck along. It's amazing how fast this came up. Honestly, super fast. We're on Chuck along again, right? I mean, can you believe it's September in just a few days? I can't believe it. That went by so quickly. Crazy town. But it's here. It is truly here. Yeah. Nuts. Nutso. I'm going to do something real quick just because I don't want to get too confused. So I'm going to put some labels on a few of these since I found a bunch of the lower numbers and put those in here. And then when I find these drills, I'll have their containers ready. And then the ones I just did, I can put in here in order. Yeah, Okay. All right. So welcome September. September. I know it's not feeling like September for a lot of you. I realize that. It's feeling very hot, very sticky, icky, yucky, you know. We get it. We get it. Okay. We have been very fortunate here. Very, very fortunate in Michigan that it has been very lovely, lovely weather. And I know some of you are wishing you had weather like we did because it's been in the 70s. Now we're going to hit the 90s. Monday was icky. Thursday's going to be icky. But, you know, I can take a few days here and there. If it was longer than that, I don't think I could do it. I couldn't do it. I hate hot weather. Hate it. All right. So it's September. Kids are going back to school. Buses are going up and down our road. So that means the local school is back in. My district that I taught in is not back in school yet, but the local district where we live is back. So seeing the buses every day going down the road. Let's see. Chuck along. All right. What is this? Chuck along number what? I don't even know. I should have looked that up before I started. I always have to look it up because I do not remember how many we've done. I don't remember. Is it 8? I don't know. I kind of want to say that it's 8. Or that Smashing the Specials was 8. See, I don't know. I'll put a hashtag there. It'll be on the thumbnail which number it is because I don't remember. But since Maritza and I started our Facebook group together, things are just kind of rolled pretty nicely and easily for chuck-alongs. We use our Facebook group. You post in the Facebook group. Maritza does a spreadsheet. And that's how we pick our winners. As a matter of fact, there goes bus now. So it runs very, very smoothly, and I love it. So that's what you do, guys. First of all, what can you work on? What can you work on? You can work on any Chuck Pinson painting that is not more than 50% completed. All right? Not more than 50%. So if you have one that you have worked on prior, you can certainly work on it, okay? Just make sure it is not more than 50% completed. Bring out last Chuck-along's WIP. See if you can get it finished this time. That's what I was going to do, except the Teal Lighthouse came out. So, less than half Chuck Pinson, okay? Pretty simple. All right, I'm up to the 3s. What am I on? 310, 312, 333. That's next. No, 327 is next. 327. Oh, but I have 317 and 318. See, I can't do that yet. Oh, here we go. Let's do 317, 318. See, this was a crazy way to do this. I never do it this way. Shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. Oh well, too late. Too late, right? Oh boy. Okay. No, I got more to do. 19 and 21. Sorry. Oh boy. I'll get there. So 50% completed. Any Chuck Pinson will work. And you post weekly. So the first thing you will do for week 1 is you will post your start picture, your start photo. There will be a post in Diamond Moments and Krafts, and it will clearly state, this is week 1, this is where you post for week 1, right here. And you post your picture as a comment. Now, if you are starting a brand new one, like I am, you just post a picture of your canvas, your drills, you know, just to show us what you're working on. And Maritza goes in and she puts it in the spreadsheet and she puts the name of the painting you're working on. So please put the name of your painting because she tries to put that in there so that we know what you're working on. Okay? And then you get started on September 1st. You may start. You may start. By the end of that week, by the end of that week. So it will go from the 1st to the 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, till end of the 7th. Make sure you go back and post a progress. How much have you gotten done that week? So you don't have to do that right away. You know, post a start on the 1st or the 2nd, whenever you get started, and then go back and post a progress picture later in the week. So you get 2 entries. So you'll get an entry for your start up photo and an entry for your progress photo for the week. Okay? Then that post will come down on the 7th or maybe the morning of the 8th. That depends. If Maritza's up late, she might close down the comments. If she's not, I'll close them down the next morning because I'm not staying up till midnight to shut down the comments. I'm just not doing it. Make sure you only post twice that first week. Just twice that first week. And then after that, it is once. You get 1 post a week, and that is progress. So you post a progress for week 2, a progress for week 3, and then after that, we get to week 4. Week 4, you get to post twice again because you'll get to post a progress picture, and then by the end of the week, by the very end of the week, you guys, come back and post your finish. If you did not get a finish, well then there's no post for you for that. You can't post a finish if you didn't finish, right? That makes sense. But if you did, then go post your finish, okay? You have an opportunity to earn 6 points. So it's 1 for your start, and then a progress, and then week 2 a progress, and week 3 a progress, and week 4 a progress, and a finish. So that's 6 points, okay? 6 entries into giveaways. Let's see. Is that clear? I hope that's clear. All right. Super clear? Super clear? I hope so. Then we give away prizes. Yeah, we give away prizes. What do we have? We have prizes. So we have something unique this time. And I want to tell you about it. And it's going to be important. It's going to be important that you're listening to this part, okay? That you're listening and you hear this direction. I have a good friend, Nikki, who lives in Australia. And Nikki has some Chuck Pinson paintings she would like to give away. We all know how shipping is. Shipping is insane. It's crazy. Last Chuck Along, she shipped things to, I believe, 3 different countries, I believe. And that was awfully nice of her. It was also awfully expensive. We know the shipping is terribly expensive. She has 2 paintings she would like to give away again this time, but it really needs to be Australian only because she lives in Australia. And a lot of times people in Australia, they miss out because it is one of the most expensive countries to ship to. And now I'm going to have major static. Okay, great. I hadn't had static yet until we hit this bag right here. Lovely. We're doing so good. We were doing so good. All right, let's pick up these that went flying, first of all. Then we'll see if we can get the rest of these out of this bag. Yeah. So, if you are in Australia, you are participating and you live in Australia, please make sure on your very first post, you very specifically say that you are in Australia, because you will then qualify for 2 paintings that Nikki is going to give away. And she's going to ship, and that is so kind of her. I mean, bless her heart. She is such a sweetheart. Love Nikki. She's been around for quite a while. She's followed me for quite a while, and she just does sweet, kind things. Love her to death. All right. So make sure if you're Australian that you put you are from Australia in your post, that very first one. And then Maritza will note that in our spreadsheet, and we will have an Australian giveaway. Yeah. Can I get these into the container? No, they're just going everywhere. Ugh, really? Things were going so well. Things were going so well. All right. I don't know. We're gonna do it like this. Yep. Not that many. I'm just gonna fight with them here. Come on. Let's go. Get into your container. Oh boy. I will tell you which paintings they are. Maybe I'll put it in the description box. She told me which ones they are. I just don't remember. I do know one is Sweet Life. The one with the bridge. That's one my mom did. Yeah, she has that one. And I don't remember the other one. But I'll try to list them below in the video later. Okay? I know. My brain cannot multitask very well. It's trying to think about 12 things at the same time. And I'm not able to talk properly. I am not able to speak properly. Okay, that's 434. Then we got 435. It'll be empty for now. Then I got 436 and 437. Woo! All right. Now what? Now what? Maybe I just put some more labels on for a minute. That's what I'm going to do. I'll label some more for a minute. That's easy. That doesn't take a whole lot of brain power. Okay. On top of that Australian giveaway, of course, we have other things to give away. Of course we do. I have 2 paintings here to give away. And I will be shipping those out to winners when we do our drawing. We will do that live on Saturday night on my channel after the event is over. It might not be that exact Saturday. It might be the next week, but it will be on my channel, and we will surely make a huge announcement that we are giving away the prizes and all that fun stuff, so you won't miss it, okay? We won't let you miss it, I promise. And if you're not there during the live, we can always post it in our group, and you'll know there who the winners were, and you won't miss out. I promise. I promise you won't miss out. All right. Oh, goodness. I'm looking for low numbers. All right. Here's 433 and 433. Oh. So I have 2 paintings. Nikki has 2 for Australia. And then we have 4 gift cards. Yes, we do. 4 gift cards from Diamond Art Club. Thank you, Diamond Art Club. They're donating 4 $50 gift cards. I mean, can't go wrong with that, right? Who can't use a gift card? I bet everybody can use a gift card. I could use a gift card. Oh, yeah. I won't get a gift card, but I could use one. Anyhow. So that is the gist. I'm trying to think. We've been doing it the same way now for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. Rules haven't really changed much. We love it when we see new participants. And I'm telling you what, with the Pinsons that they've been coming out with over the last couple months, you know, it was like boom, 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 boom. It was like 1, and some weeks it was 2. They were just rolling. I'm out, you know. There was a while there I was like, okay, you can slow down just a little bit. I'm trying to keep up, right? But beautiful stuff. You'll notice, if you follow Chuck Pinson, you'll notice that some of his newer stuff, the newer stuff is getting like some brighter colors in it and things. Some of the older ones did too, but a lot of his newer ones have much more vibrant colors than some of the older ones do. And they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at the colors in that thing. Look at it. Oh my gosh. You know, So yeah, there's that. If you have any questions, because I know I have been kind of scattered here trying to think how I was going to do this, and my brain not quite functioning properly while I'm trying to talk and remember all the details. Please ask questions. If you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer them. You can ask at the end of this video. You can ask in the group. And our group, our Facebook group is awesome. We have like the best people. We seriously have the best people. And they will be helpful and they will answer questions for you. As a matter of fact, I saw somebody recently even post about, like when is the chuck-along? And can we use a canvas that's already started? And people were answering questions. They were answering that person's questions. Before I could even get in there and see it, to answer it myself, somebody was in there answering. So, like I said, we have the best people in our group. They are helpful, they are kind, they are considerate. They're just wonderful people in our group. We love them. We love our group. I dare say it's one of the best groups going, man. We don't have any drama, or I just love it. So if you have a question, you can ask there also, or ask in my video. Maritza, I'm pretty sure, is going to be doing a video talking about it. And ask her. Just, ask questions if you have any. And we're more than happy to answer. All right? All right, I think these are all big numbers. Yeah, all larger numbers. Where's the small numbers? Where's the small numbers? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Here's some. Here's a pretty orange AB, right? Love that. That's gorgeous. How long does it take you to kit up? There's a question. Question for the day. How long does it take you to kit up? I know it's dependent on how many drills you have and stuff like that. But how many did this one have? How many did I say? 65. Yikes, 65. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. It'll take me a little while. It won't take too long. If I encounter a lot more static, then I start to really slow down. If you have to fight that static, right? Static is a bear. Ooh, I hate static. What are you going to do, though? I mean, what are you going to do, really? I'm like, where did 141 go? I was like, wait, these are all ABs? Yeah. How many did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7. Wow, that's a lot of AB. 7 ABs. Okay. It doesn't have fairy dust or crystals or anything like that in it, but it has 7 ABs, right? I'm just going to throw this out here just so that you guys know. And I was confused. I went shopping today for a special drill project at DP with Sparklers. And the last I knew, the last word I had heard was that Tima and Cheryl were making up lists of enhancement suggestions for a bunch of different paintings. And this is one of them. But they weren't actually doing kits. Like, they had done kits in the past where they had put together a whole kit of enhancements for a painting, but that was a lot of work, right? A lot of work. And so I didn't think they were doing that anymore. They were just doing a list of enhancements. You can go on their website or on Facebook, one of the two, and you can find a list of enhancements for a kit. That's what I thought they were still doing. Well, hang on. I was surprised this morning. I was very surprised this morning when I was on the site and I saw all of these enhancement kits for sale. And I was like, oh. So what I think the difference is, though, it was taking them a long, long time because they had to like sort out, like you only need 50 to 100 drills of this color or whatnot. I don't think they're not doing that. So what I think they are doing is they will put together just a bag of each suggestion. Like this painting, I believe, has 18 different enhancement suggestions. And so what they would do is they would say, okay, here's a bag of this one, this one, this one, and this one. And they would just sell you full bags, where when they used to do it in the past, they would count out, small quantities and things like that. And that was taking them forever. So they stopped doing that. But you can go buy an enhancement pack for this painting. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was like $50 some, 50 something. And like I said, there were 18 different enhancements for this kit. Suggestions. Not that you'd need to do them all. That was just the ones that they came up with as suggestions of things you could do. These are all low numbers right here. Okay, cool. So you might want to check that out. And they have a bunch of paintings. And they're from different companies as well. You can check that out and see if there's something there that you're interested in. Just going and buying enhancements, give it a try. So I thought I'd throw that out there so you guys knew. I like I said, I was really kind of surprised this morning when I was looking at that, and I was like, oh, well, look, you can go buy enhancements, and they'll put the whole bundle together for you. It's a whole bundle, and it'll be just like a bag of everything, maybe more than one bag of everything, but so you'll have extras. So there you go. I don't know what I'm going to do to mine, if I'm doing anything to it. Now that I've got it out where I can see it again and look at it, I might look at their suggestions and see what some of their suggestions were. See if there's anything there that seems interesting to me, And if there is, I might go buy some. I don't think I would buy all 18. That's not my style. That's a lot of enhancing. That's not my style. I'm kind of a minimalist. If I enhance, I do a little bit. And that's my style. Everybody has their own style. Some people like to go all out and just throw as much in there as they can think of or come up with. And other people, are like me, and they like to do maybe just a little bit. And then there's people everywhere in between. So it's all personal style, what you like. But I might look at their suggestions and see if there's some things that make sense for me. And I'm like, oh, those would be pretty there. And, see what I think. I do have a couple things in my cart right now, because I already went looking this morning for a special drill project I want to work on. I need some metallics. That's what I'm looking for, is metallics. Something I want to turn it all gold and bronzy colors. I think it'll be pretty. So, yeah, there you go. Check that out if that's something that interests you. Okay? All right, I need 413. Here we go. 413, 413. My week. Oh my goodness. Here comes the whip and chat part. All right, the whip and chat part. My week. Been crazy. We are down to the last few days of Papa Daycare. The last few. It's been quite the summer with having grandkids a couple days a week. Some days it's been short days, some days it's been long days, But yeah, it's been quite the summer. We have one more day. One more day. And it'll be Thursday. And it's going to be hotter than Billy Blazes. Although they keep changing it. At first it was supposed to be like 97, then it dropped to 95. Last I saw, now they're predicting 90. But I don't know. I have no idea what it's actually going to turn out to be, right? Okay, we got some static here. Yep, there they go. I find it easier to just try to put them in a tray like this when they're staticky and then get them out of the tray. Yeah. Trying to find things for them to do. Just keep them busy. Keep them busy. That's the best thing to do, because they are very active. They came in Monday. And the older one came in, and he had a little Game Boy or something with him. So he was kind of happy and content, and he was fairly quiet. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, mind you. 8 o'clock in the morning. And he came in, he was pretty quiet. The younger ones, the twins, oh my goodness. I was like, are you kidding? It's 8 o'clock in the morning, you guys. Can't you just sit down and just be quiet for a few minutes? What did I hear? It's boring. That's just boring. And I was like, I don't care that it's boring. It is too early in the morning for you to make that much noise. And Dale was still in the bedroom, like in bed. He wasn't asleep, but he was in the bedroom in bed. And I was like, honey, so the twins found some toys I had taken out of the office. I was cleaning up the office. I found some toys. They were kind of like toddlerish type toys, right? And of course, what did they want to do? They wanted to get them all out and start playing with them. There was like these little cars. They were fabric. They're made out of fabric. But they're the kind of little car that you could pull it backwards and let go, and it would, go forward on its own. They make noise, though. They make noise. And they're trying to do that all out here in the kitchen, in the dining room, on the wood floors. And I finally looked at them and I said, okay, if you want to play with those cars, go downstairs. Take them downstairs, right? There's all kinds of cement floor downstairs. Take them down there. Have a good time. And they were like, oh, okay. And they go pouncing down the stairs, bouncing, tromping, making noise, whatever. And I was just like, oh my goodness. That lasted, I don't know, 15 minutes. And they're back up the stairs. And I was like, oh, goodness gracious. Really? Yeah. Attention spans of like an ant. Does that make sense? An ant? They don't have attention spans? Yeah. So then they found the musical instruments that were in the same box, those little kid musical instrument sets, and thought they were going to play with like cymbals and the little things that you hit. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. No. And they were like, what? I'm like, it is too early in the morning for you to be making all of that racket. No. So finally, Dale got up. I'm like, thank you. He got up and he came out into the kitchen and he said to the youngest one, he said, all right, go get your workbook. And then he took the little girl into the bedroom with him to watch TV. And I could sit out here and do some schoolwork. So that's what we did. And it actually worked pretty good. She was in there and she was watching some, cartoony show or something with Papa. And he was out here with me doing his little book. And then the older one, who was still playing his video game, he kind of stopped after a few minutes because he realized, oh, they were in there watching TV and stuff. And so he was like, well, I'll go watch TV, right? So it worked for a while anyhow. And then, of course, everybody's like, we're hungry. Oh, of course. Of course. So Dale got up and made waffles. At this point, I was like, okay, I'm sitting over on the couch with the older one and I'm crocheting. I'm just like, I'm just going to sit and crochet, right? And he had the twins out here in the kitchen with chairs all up around the counter, I heard him out here telling them, sit still, you're going to fall off. And I'm like, yep, they'll fall off, But he had them out here helping to make the waffles, and they made waffles. So that was a whole nother ordeal, Now we got waffles, and we've got syrup. Oh my gosh, syrup. They were pretty good yesterday, and I didn't think they made a lot of mess. And yet, just before I went to film this video, I went to sit right here, and I was like, what? All over the table, right here. We got syrup. Yep. Okay. So we got to clean up before I can do the video. Yep. Anyhow, then we got to clean up all that mess. And I had a doctor's appointment. So I was just going to go to my doctor's appointment thinking I'm just leaving him here to watch the kids, right? Well, he's like, no, we're going with you. And I'm like, wait. Why? Why are you going to go to the doctor with me? I'm not going to take the kids into the doctor's office and try to... He's like, no, we're not going into the doctor's. I'm like, well, then what are you doing? Well, that's where, they live in the same town as the doctor's office. And so he was like, well, I'm just going to go to their house. I need to go look at their deck because he's got to help his daughter do some repairs on the deck. It's kind of falling apart a little bit, wearing out, So he wanted to go look at the deck, see what needed to be done, take some measurements. And I'm like, okay, all right. He said, just message me when you're done. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be that long. It's just a little checkup, that's all it is. And he's like, okay, just message me. Well, I messaged him and he's like, we're here. We're in the parking lot. And I was like, oh, all right. So I go out in the parking lot and the first thing I see in the back of the truck is bikes. Yep. He went to their house and he got their bikes. I was like, oh, okay. So we're going to ride bikes. All right. Then I find out that one of them can't really ride the bike without the training wheels. And the training wheels have been taken off the bike because we're trying to, they're trying to get him to learn how to ride the bike without training wheels. But he can't really do it. So I was like, wonder how that's going to work, honey. How is that going to work? You had this plan. You were going to take the kids like on a little bike ride. There are 2 bags of that yellow AB. Oh, there's a lot of that. That'll be pretty. I was like, what are you going to do now? So, well, we're going to teach them how to ride the bike. I'm like, okay, guess you're not going to go too far because, And then my other concern is it's Monday morning. It's a weekday. That pallet factory down the street, I mean, there's a lot of large trucks that go down our road, in or out. The guys who work down there, 10 o'clock is break time. Then at like 12:30 or so, they have lunch and, they're up and down the road. I'm like, that's going to be fun. I'm a little worried if they're going to be out in the road, And then he said, well, they can just stay in the driveway. And I'm like, yeah, what happens when they get to the end of the driveway? We have a circle driveway. So what would they logically do? Go to the end of the driveway and want to go around and, oh my gosh. We kept them out of the driveway anyhow. Kept them out of the road for a long, long time. Because Dale took all of their bikes one by one out to his shop and did like some, little maintenance. Made sure that the tires were blown up properly, adjusted them. The twins' bikes are too small. They're really too small for them. They're outgrowing them. But, it's what they had. So it's what they've got to use, right? So, yeah. They decided to ride through the yard. Now, the twins are really good on their bikes. They're really good. They were riding all over the place. They were riding through the grass. And they learned that they could come down the driveway, which is a little scary. It's a little scary because the driveway goes right beside our basement, the walkout steps to the basement. And I mean, there's nothing there except, like a timber, railroad tie type thing. There's a wall there and it's straight down into the basement, the bottom of the steps. And I'm like, I could see it happening. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, oh, one slip in the gravel, one fall, one wiggle, and I don't want them close to that because boom, that would be disaster. Right? That would be disaster. But they wanted to come down the driveway and then go right in front of those stairs and boom, out into the yard. I was like, oh boy, okay. All right, then, that's what we're doing. Okay. And I don't know, it's the mom in me, I guess. I've had enough accidents with kids over the years, you know, and I didn't want anybody falling and really getting seriously hurt. Definitely don't want anybody falling down into the basement, down the basement stairs there, over the edge, boom, you know. That would have been a disaster. But the two kids were really pretty good. And then they learned that they could ride their bike up the hill in the grass over here on this side of our house. And they'd go up the hill, and then they could just ride down the grassy hill. Now they're going towards the driveway, and then they'd go out into the driveway after they got out of the grass. So they've slowed down. You know, they're not going quite as fast because they've just come off the grass. And they did that for a long time. And then we got the other one, got his bike all squared away, and he gets nervous. He just, you know, learning how to ride a bike. But had him just trying it out in the grass, and he was getting better, and Dale was really good with him. And, you know, it was a full day of riding bikes, afternoon anyhow, riding bikes around, eating lunch, making hot dogs, yada, 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 yada. It's just so much activity. So much activity. It's like all day long activity, you know? Wears me out. I'm like, I am tired. By the time they leave at like, well, depends on how long their mom stays when she picks them up. She gets here at 5, but sometimes she hangs out a little while. Yesterday was fairly quick. They're probably out of here by 5:30. But I'm just like, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, you know? Yeah. And Dale, you know, I don't know how he does it, how he keeps going. He's just like a trooper. But that was my week. One more day, you guys. One more day. And it's Thursday, the hottest day of the week. Yeah, hottest day of the week. Oh boy. That'll be fun. Yep. So I don't know what he's got in mind for Thursday. I wouldn't be surprised if Thursday becomes like a sprinkler slip and slide day or something, you know. Like, okay. But one more day, we can do it. One more day. Oh, goodness. What are you guys up to? I mean, that's my life. That's been my life. Anyhow, I am looking forward to just having those days when I'm like, I don't have to do anything today if I don't want to. I don't have to do anything. I can sit here all day and do nothing. I could stay in my pajamas. I could do whatever I want to do, right? I'm looking forward to those days returning. It's nice having the grandkids over. It's nice spending time with them, doing things with them. I think I'm just ready to be like, hey, can we see them like once a month? You know, can they come over once a month and hang out for a couple hours? We'll go do something fun, you know. But yeah, I'm ready for that, I think. Oh, goodness. Well, what else has happened? Anything else? Angie and I did the Fiber Festival. That was fun. That's always a good time. Hanging out at the Fiber Festival, buying yarn, looking at the animals, just having a good time. That's always fun. We had a blast. And we did not get wet. Let me just put that information right here. Angie and I did not get rained on, right? Because we always get rained on when we go out doing yarny things. We always get rained on. But we did not on Saturday. It was actually a beautiful day. Here we go with the static again. Okay. Some of them actually jumped into the tray for me. That was nice of them. It was a gorgeous day. Gorgeous, gorgeous weather. It was beautiful. It was like in the 70s, maybe hit 80. Sunny. It was just super nice. We had a good time. Spent some money. Her and I are both set to do our socks. She bought ended up with 2 sets of sock yarn, and I just needed a mini hank to go with some yarn that I already had because I didn't have quite enough. I'm going to do some sock, toe and heel in a different color, but we're ready. We are ready. to do our socks on Friday. Get started on them. If you crochet, they're crocheted socks. And everybody that we told that we were going to make crochet socks are like, oh, cool. Even one of the ladies where Angie bought her yarn, one of her sets of sock yarn, she was like, oh, please tag me. Here's my card. Tag me. I would love to know how they're turning out, because she's a crocheter, which is so cool to find people at the Fiber Festival who really are crocheters, because so many people at these things are knit. It's knit, 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 knit. And it's very nice to see somebody that is a real crocheter like we are, you know. That's cool. We love it. So we're ready. We're ready for that. There's another yarn. It's a shop hop. I think it's called Mid-Michigan Shop Hop. And her and I are going to do some hopping to some shops. One of them is my local shop. So we're definitely going to go there. And there's a couple others that are really close in my area. I think there's 3 that are super close. And so we'll try to get to those 3 for sure. And then probably whatever else is, you know, not too long of a drive to get to. And I think tomorrow I'm going to go over there and I'll pick up passports. You get a little passport. You also get a bag, your like shop hop bag, and it has patterns in it. I think each of the shops contributed a pattern to the bags. And so I want to go see what those are, these patterns. I know that Lindsay, she owns the shop in town. She was working on a crocheted pattern to put in the bag. She knits a lot, and she's a beautiful knitter. But she also does crochet, and she's been having more and more people ask her about crochet, like me, you know. And so she was working on a crochet pattern to put in the bag. And I know that one of the ladies at one of the shops is also a crocheter. The owner crochets. And I'm hoping she'll have a crochet pattern. So I'm hoping we have some crochet patterns and not just knit patterns. Like you go to these shop hop things and there's lots of neat little kits. You know, they've put together a little package of yarn and it has a pattern and it's a special price for the event and stuff. And unfortunately, they're always knit. So we kind of get left out because all these cool little things are for knitters. And, you know, we just can't do it. Angie and I we look at some of the things that we see completed in knit, and they're so pretty. And I'm just so jealous sometimes. And Angie will be like, do you want to try? And I'm like, no, Angie, we've both tried. We have both tried knitting, and it's not enjoyable. It's not enjoyable. So, no. We'll just have to find beautiful, beautiful crocheted things. So, hopefully they'll have some good patterns. Anyhow, now I'm just rambling as I'm fighting these last few staticky drills. Get in the container. Now, please. Yes. Okay. That's him. That's it. Got him. No, don't jump out. At least not every single bag is solid static. I can handle a few here and there. Not every single one. No, not every single one. All right, well, I got quite a bit of this done. I mean, I got quite a bit to go yet, but I'm going to finish kitting this up and be ready to go. And then look it over and see about enhancements, if there's anything I want to pick up. Yeah. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to let you guys go. Any questions at all, please just ask. You can ask in this video. You can message me. You can ask in the group. Whatever you think will work if you have some questions, okay? All right. My mouth is dry. I've talked a long time. All right. I will talk to everybody soon. I hope you have a great week and finish those smashing the specials and get ready to chuck along. Let's chuck it up. All right. All right. Talk to everybody soon. Bye, you guys.